Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction for Boku no Hero Academia Chapter 218. I'm really excited to get into reading this one because of something, but before I bring that up, I'm still not feeling super well today. I mentioned it in my video yesterday. So yeah, sorry if that makes me a little bit off, and that's kind of the reason why this video is up a bit late. I was like, I can just wait and record it when I record Index 3 in the afternoon. But here, and I avoided spoilers and all that, just stayed away from any place I knew where friends might be posting spoilers. But, so I click onto it and see that the title listed for this is like spoiler title hidden or title hidden spoiler or something. So that makes me even more excited to read, because I'm like, is that just some weird title that Horikoshi has going on? Or does this mean the title has something to do with the villains or something absolutely crazy going on? So yeah, if you want me to be really excited to read, just basically make the title like that every week or something. It makes it feel a lot more special. But either way, let's go with chapter 218 and start reading. Last chapter was really good, I remember. It's been a while though, 2 weeks. Oh yeah! That as well, it's been 2 weeks, so that means this one's probably going to be pretty fire. So either way, we're starting off early December, Sunday morning. Snow falls on the UA student dorms. Alright? It's snowing, close the door, you're making Tsuyu hibernate. And we see Tsuyu falling asleep, and she's over on the couches with Hagakure and Uraraka. Mind over body, gotta rub myself down with a towel. Your clothes are gonna get wet. Don't trip and fall. Hey, turn the weather on and check how much snow's falling. I love snow. And of course, whoops, sorry, Tsu. And it was Kyoka holding the door open. We have Momo scolding them as Kirishima's throwing his clothes off. And Kaminari's the one saying to check the weather. Hey, do you know when Todoroki and Bakugo are supposed to be back? I want to borrow the next volume of that manga, says Sero. Around 6, apparently, says Izuku. Today's the last day of their provisional license class. I love when we get to see the UA students just hanging around like this. These are some of my favorite chapters and moments. When we get a little slice of life-ish. If those two passed their test today, so we're going to get their final test. We're actually going to, well, maybe see that. If those two pass their test today, everyone in Class A will have earned their provisional license. Today will be the last day. I have to see your sorry-ass faces. So I'm in a real good mood. I hope you're prepared, Plankton. And of course we see the 4 main ones that are in it. And randomly the one, we've seen her design before in the background, this girl on the far left. But either way, the main ones, Bakugo, Todoroki, oh god, I'm forgetting everyone's names because it's been so long. Kami and Yoadash. Alright, here we go. Now, let's begin, says Gang Orca. They're probably in the middle of the test right now. Think they'll be able to manage? Of course they will. Bakugo's been looking really sharp recently, almost as sharp as his attitude. I guess I'll bake a cake in the meantime. Woohoo, I love them all just hanging around. Man, the one thing I had on those guys was that I got my provisional license and they didn't, but that's about to change, says Kaminari, browsing the channels. Quit being so petty. You have plenty of good qualities on your own. Petty Kaminari. Okay, and the person on TV is saying, and in the Chubu region throughout tonight, please watch your step out there as you enjoy your Sunday. And now, back to this week's news. Shut it. Thanks, Shoji. Detnerat. What? Detnerat. The major lifestyle support manufacturing company has officially ventured out into the hero support industry. A new arc begins. Alright. A beautiful 4-armed woman, an elderly gentleman with a fine coat of fur, and a boy with jiggly jello-like skin. Hello, 4-armed lady. In the past, people like them were the minority. However, the paranormal proliferated at an astonishing rate, and before we knew it, their era arrived. Ever since the Industrial Revolution, mass production has been continually on the rise, and now is ingrained in consumer culture. We had to put a stop to it. But by the time we realized our mistake, it was too late. Designs are in shambles. Even for daily necessities, we spend all our time running about looking for that perfect product. Everyone is different, and for that reason alone, people around the country are put through such hardships. The Dark Ages are upon us. Are they going to try to make it so that people aren't different anymore? Is this going to be some, X-Men type storyline? And so we strive to not forget our history. We've come all this way while building products that meet the needs of each and every one of our customers individually, and we do so with great care. Okay. We can have your own personal design ready within 3 days. We're rushing toward the top of the industry with our proprietary development techniques and systems. Okay. This one girl in the commercial there is cute. And now, at long last, we're setting foot in hero society. You can expect great things of Detnerat Co. in the future. Yeah. No, I was trying to say, I was like, is it something spelled backwards? But no, that would just be torrented. So, yeah, I don't think that's something. Because I was going to say, this corporation is too cheery. It has to be evil in some way if we're getting an introduction like this. And that's the second part of the commercial, with no on-screen text or subtitles whatsoever. Exactly what were you pushing for, President? Well, it's not bad, but couldn't you make my forehead stand out a little less? But that's what makes it funny. Ever the honest one, Miyashita. Okay. So we have this cartoon bear-looking character with him. But as for our market entry, I somewhat expected this, but the response hasn't been stellar. Yeah, daily necessities and business use products are very different specializations from hero products. Heroes require tools designed for battle after all, and we're new to this industry without much to our name. In other words, I'm sure they're thinking, quit butting in where you don't belong, Baldy. For the love of Miyashita, honestly, you mustn't think such things. This guy will forgive just about anything you say to him, thinks Miyashita. Here's the catch, Miyashita. When it comes to superpowers, we've been doing it on a much larger scale for a long time. We've amassed plenty of support. I'm confident we can make this a success. Superpowers? Ah, I meant quirks. The book I've been reading must be rubbing off on me. And he has the Superpower Liberation Army's principles. Oh, so are we going to get into... I forget the name of the army's leader, but they've been brought up multiple times. I guess we're going to finally start getting more into that, because they have been brought up multiple times. It's been republished, you see. Must be a sign of the times. And we just recently saw it brought up when Hawks took down that one guy who had been reading it and had gone full nudist. But a lot of the original text has been modified. A shame, truly. Interesting. That book, written by the leader of the Superpower Liberation Army. Yeah, I read it too, but it's a load of crap if you ask me. What they were doing was nothing but terrorism at the expense of innocent people. And even so, he has the gall to put on airs and act like he was in the right. You can just feel it in his writing style. We must be liberated and so on. So, is this CEO going to be just the leader or whatever, but he's grown old and changed his looks or something like that? And the whole time I was just sitting there like, shut up already, you're nothing but a criminal. And the guy starts holding his mouth and his head. I'm sorry, Miyashita. Your relatives are all gone, right? Huh? Yes, ever since I lost my mother last year. Do you have a girlfriend? No, I don't. What's this about all of a sudden? You've done good work for me, Miyashita. You're my best employee, which is why it's truly a shame, Miyashita. Why must you do this to me? What? I even considered letting you become one of us. If only you hadn't denied our cause, there would have been so many paths open to you. Ow. But it seems, and the mark on his face starts spreading, we weren't able to reach an understanding. President, it hurts. Yo, is he about to kill Miyashita? Is he going to be the guy? So I like this. This is something that I said I wanted when last arc was ending, was more arc villain groups. Like, the Villain Alliance is cool as an overarching group, but I like when we get, in various shonen, when we get different evil villain groups for each arc. And I think it would be good at this point in the story because it gives us a different villain organization for the students to get some experience fighting and trying to take down before going up against the League of Villains anytime again. And then he drops him. And that is very regrettable. and we see tears streaming out of his eyes. Amidst the chaos after the appearance of the paranormal, I will never forget you. Around the time when people were desiring peace, began working towards coexistence with the paranormal, a particular ideology became popular with the superhumans. They rejected suppression and sought liberation. The freedom to use one's superpowers should be a natural human right. Then came Chikara Yotsubashi. Yotsubashi brought together liberation advocates and formed the Superpower Liberation Army. He named him... Okay, that was the name we've heard a bunch of times before. He named himself Destro, the man who would destroy the status quo. For many years, he opposed the country, which was making progress at the time in establishing superhuman laws. In a struggle for supremacy, and in the end he was defeated. The Liberation Army was dissolved. Okay, and we see the mark on his face is similar to what happened to this CEO guy's face. And many of its he was defeated. It was dissolved and many of its members captured. While he was imprisoned, Yotsubashi took his own life after completing his writing. Not even Yotsubashi himself was aware that he had children. Okay, so I like this. An arc villain group. This is good. Give me a progress report. I found someone who appears to be connected to the League. If we want to make contact with them, it should be sooner rather than later. Then do so at once. Yes, sir. They're enemies of the Liberation Army. If the government won't take action, then we have no choice but to finish them off ourselves. In the name of Destro, we will dismantle the League of Villains. I like how this guy... You can see that Horikoshi had like an old school comic villain idea vibe for his design. Because there are a lot of things... He looks a little bit in some ways like Vulture, the Spider-Man villain, or some ways, I guess, you could say Joker as well, with the hairline and smile. And I guess Joker does have a pointy nose in some iterations. So he kind of has a Joker look to me. Kind of has... A lot of people are probably going to say Rorschach vibes. That I guess he's not really a villain because of the moving mark on his face. So yeah, I like this guy. I like the idea, generally, of arc villains. By the way, I heard you were entering the hero business. What's that about? You see, there's quite an accumulation already. People seeking liberation lying dormant across the nation. Hook, line, and sinker. Okay. So we see some people doing something, or some people stealing something. He took my bag, give it back. What's this stuff? Carbonated water? Damn you, the heroes will be here before you know it. Hey, what's that? Some sort of trouble. Where are the heroes? Must have just happened, I'm sure in 30 seconds or less. I'm going then. Wait, we need to assess the situation first. Way ahead of you. I'll leave the evacuation to you. You may not be able to fight anymore, but we can. The haul we get on days off sure is something else, eh, leader? We're practically swimming in wallets. Is this going to be the newly licensed Team Bakugo and Todoroki out here? Yep, we have an explosion and some ice, it looks like. You may be right, but you just got your licenses 30 minutes ago. We have All Might trying to scold them. So what? A hero's a hero. I didn't hear anything about restrictions. And we have the two of them. The two heroes are determined to win their first battle. Chapter 218, The Superpowered Liberation Army. Who the hell are you guys? A couple of schoolboys playing hero. This Carbonation guy actually has a cool design. Is that going to be the last page? Yep, we got no 4-coma at the end of this one. That was really, really good. I like that a lot. Like I said, I don't want to repeat myself too much, but I'm just hype for having arc villains. I'm really, really glad we're doing that. We're not just going straight back to the same old villains. Again, I like them. I feel like it's a good thing to develop them slowly throughout the series, but I just personally like watching old shonen, whether it was Naruto, Fairy Tail, Bleach, One Piece, anything like that. One of the best things, we're seeing the different villain groups that crop up here and there for different arcs, and I kind of want that more for Boku no Hero Academia, like what we had with the Shie Hasaikai, only not jobbers, because the Shie Hasaikai were such jobbers. But yeah, hopefully the Liberation Army will be a really cool villain group to get into. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like if you did like the video. Comment down there to comment. Yeah, to tell me what you thought of this chapter, what you thought of my reaction to it and all that. Subscribe for more. Boku no Hero Academia, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. I can try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel. And if you want a link to our Discord server to talk to me or more of us there, then just ask and I can give you a link. That's it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.